Next, Daphne from SAWA Global. She is the founder and director of SAWA Global, based out of Washington, but we heard a little bit about her this morning, about finding the heroes, the local heroes, and I'll let her speak from there.
Thank you. Good afternoon, dear friends. SAWA means equal in Swahili. And being up here, I don't feel I'm on equal grounds with you, so I'm gonna just go down here because I think it would be better. So I think this presentation wouldn't be complete if I didn't give you a little bit of a glimpse on how SAWA was started. I was born in the Netherlands, but I grew up in Tanzania, East Africa. And I was lucky enough to go to the most remote villages and poverty-stricken areas in the world, and had parents that taught me a lesson, and to say, never tell the people in these countries what to do. Look at their strength and work in equal partnership with them if they invite you to do so. And as I traveled to all of these villages, I was shocked with the level of poverty and what people didn't have in these communities. But I was more impressed with the strength of these people to make a difference. And at 6 or 7 years old, I knew that my mission was going to be to tell the stories of these extraordinary people and to share that with the world. So after studying and doing 3 academic degrees and working with international and national organizations, I quit 18 months ago because I thought there was a faster and a better way to see change. So we are here today to talk about how we can better achieve the UN Millennium Development Goals. They're quite ambitious, and we're 7 years away from trying to achieve them. We still have close to 1 billion people living in extreme poverty. So how are we going to achieve that? What if I tell you that the answers are there? There is a place where we can find these answers that we have mostly missed. There's a place where we can find people who have already done that. They are the missing leaders of the world, or we call them the SAWA heroes. So SAWA heroes are people from one of the 50 poorest countries in the world. Not only from there, but they live in their own countries. We picked these countries because we still have close to 1 billion people living in extreme poverty in these countries. So we said, well, if we can find people there that with almost nothing and no outside support have made a significant difference in their community, then isn't that the message for us all? Isn't that the most inspirational lesson that we need to take and apply to the rest of our world? They've also made a significant difference and continue to work on solving some of the key issues that we're all trying to solve. So SAWA has 5 themes. We want everyone to have the basic necessities. We want all children to be able to go to school, to be protected from neglect and abuse. We want the major diseases like HIV, AIDS, and malaria to be reduced. We want our environment to be protected. And we want the same opportunities for both genders. So if that's what we're all aiming for, which we are, then why not look for the people who have already done it in these 50 countries with almost nothing? So then how do we give them a voice? And how do we connect these extraordinary SAWA heroes with you? The first thing we do is that we identify these SAWA heroes. We have a global network of SAWA journalists that go out there and find these hidden jewels. Once we found them, we work with them so that they can tell their own stories on short 2-minute video clips. If they don't have the technical capacity to do so, we connect them with local SAWA videographers. So we work and train local amateur and professional videographers to go out there and work in partnership with these SAWA heroes so that they can tell their stories. Just keep in mind that SAWA is not just about video and online technology. It's about building local capacities in the countries where the SAWA heroes come from, so that they can connect with videographers, can connect with the media, and share their successes in their countries. Once their video clips are created, it goes onto our website platform. There, each SAWA hero gets its own profile. Yes, with the video, but also with supporting information on the successes of how they've done it. And also the things that they need in order to grow their impact even bigger. Once it's on our website, it has three purposes. Their number one is the global learner, person that just goes there, watches the video, gets inspired, shares it with their community, and it becomes viral. Then there is the global partners, who can use our website as an online library to look for best practices and directly connect with these SAWA heroes. And last but not least, the SAWA heroes on this platform can recruit their own global mentors, people that can help them grow to the next level. That might be, I'm Morgan, I'm from the Solomon Islands, and I have a small little NGO that protects fragile environments. I've been able to protect 10,000 hectares of forest, restored 50 kilometers of coral reef, and saved hundreds of wild dolphins from export. Now I want to connect with professional biologists around the world to grow my impact even bigger. Or my name is Solomon, and I used to be a child soldier in Rwanda. I lost my whole family in the 1994 genocide. But instead of being a victim, I choose to be a leader. And I found an abandoned building. And in that building, I transferred it into a vocational training center. And all on my own, I trained over 300 former child soldiers with job skills so that they can take care of themselves and their families. Now I want to move up to the next level, and I'm looking for business advisors how to grow my little organization. So we allow them to connect on our platform with their own global mentors. So I'm going to show you a little video, and I want you to keep in mind that it's a little bit of a promotional video for what we do, but the shots you will see in the video are made by our local videographers and show 6 of our SAWA heroes in West Africa. All we did with this video clip is provide a little bit of technical support on the post-production.
We're all familiar with the stories: war, famine, disease, suffering, a planet and its people in peril. But what about the other stories, the ones that don't make the news cycle? Stories of hope, stories that inspire us, stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things in their communities. There is a place for these stories. By using new media technology and building local capacity, SAWA gives a global voice to the forgotten leaders in the most impoverished countries in the world. Grassroots heroes that have found local solutions to global challenges. Heroes whose stories hold valuable lessons and remind us of our capacity to make the world a better place.
Let's give you an example of a SAWA hero. There's this woman, and her name is Nadia. And she lives in a remote island in Vanuatu. And she grew up with her grandmother. And her grandmother told her, you know, the most important thing you do in life is to help others. That's the most important thing. And she grew up with that philosophy in her mind. And at 6 and 7 years old, she was helping the people in the village cooking their food, helping collect firewood. And as she became a teenager and then an adult, that was her mission. And all on her own, with no outside support and almost no resources, she changed the lives of over 10,000 people. She taught mothers, single mothers with no income, how to sell flowers and plants at the market. She was the first woman in Vanuatu to get a loan. She got a building and turn it into a school where 400 children go to school from the poorest family in Vanuatu every single year. She travels around the country and she teaches women how to cook nutrition meals and sell the surplus for profit. She gets boys off the street that are in gangs and teaches them how to have jobs. She even revived and recovered the worst criminal in Vanuatu that happened to break into her home. And she said, you know what? I can give you a better life. And he now is a taxi driver, is married, has 2 kids, and is completely off the path of crime. One woman, this one woman now wants to help 10,000 more people by establishing a local hospital in one of the islands in Vanuatu. Somebody saw her video on our website, and the organization is called Impact International in Australia. And what they do is that they send professional delegates to think with these local grassroots leaders in a country like Vanuatu and help grow their success. So because they saw this profile in her video, they are now going to send 300 delegates over a period of 2 years to think with her, to work with her, and to grow her success. So that's how the mentorship model works. But that's just one SAWA hero. On average, if we just take 10 of these SAWA heroes, we can tell you and share with you that they have changed the lives of over 100,000 people, protected 10,000 hectares of forest, and restored 50 kilometers of coral reef. Just 10 people with nothing. Now imagine if we would take that up to 100. There will be over 1 million people impacted. And if we can then, through our model, connect the world and you to these SAWA heroes, it will have a tremendous impact of making a difference. SAWA Global is not here to be just a small pilot project. We're crystal clear where we want this to go. We want it to have a global impact. We want to give millions of these SAWA heroes a voice, to teach us, to work with us in equal partnership, and to find better ways to solve the urgent global challenges. So I'm inviting you here today to think with us, to help us grow, to partner with us, and help achieve that dream even faster. There's opportunities for financial support, there's opportunities for technical support, and we're also here to explore how the SAWA model can benefit your organizations. So Joanna, David, and I are looking forward over the next couple of days to connecting with you and see how we can work together. Thank you.